I'm not an expert on this topic, but I like to meander and procrastinate on life. Actually, I don't have YouTube on. Give me a second.
I can't believe you're gonna go on a 5-hour speech about how much you hate a certain group of people.
Okay, I'm not German, so please don't.
No, I was talking about Mia posters.
Oh god.
What you're thinking of?
What? Oh, why?
So, basically, yeah, if you want to read through this, and I'm gonna read it aloud. View discretion is advised, as in, I'm a guy that loves to talk. Nothing in this is targeted at anyone or anything in particular. In terms of being what it is, funny, not funny, I couldn't fucking tell. No idea I even managed to create a hot take. I'm not being held against my will by Oates Incorporated, nor do I feel threatened by Father Oates and his associates. Hopefully I don't go insane and I'm on time for my slot. If I'm not being found after the stream, then I state hereby that all my belongings are left to my family. If you read this, you are eligible for free console/praises. Contact via the appropriate channels. And if you know me via a friend, you can write me. I don't care. I'm an open guy. So, can I do this? A somewhat mild hot take on why you should care about yourself first. Case in point, I mean, I've seen a lot of stuff lately, and I was actually debating on what I should do for a presentation as Oates asked me to do this. I'm not a wise guy. I'm not a sage. I'm not knowledgeable about everything, but I can try. So let me tell you this. Can this work, please? You are a bitch. But before you judge me, gotta bring up my notes. Let that sink in for a moment.
I knew it.
First off, yeah, you're laughing. I know you're laughing. First of all, question is, how does it make you feel? It is something hurtful. You are a bitch. That's a strong word. Some people take it more offensively. Some people don't take it more offensively. And Thug is in here. The thing is with the sentence, it just should put in perspective that why would someone say that? Why should you care? I'm a face of many ones on the internet, and when I say it, it's if you know me, it's mostly as a funny thing, a really funny thing, because I like to make fun of people. I like to have fun with people, and if nobody has fun, that's kind of bad. I'm procrastinating, but it plays into why you should care about yourself first. In how could you say that? In human's life, there's a couple of stages. Candice, thank you. And that goes in with the fundamentals. You are a kid. You have no idea what life's about. You grow up. You go to school. You make friends. And with certain points in life, you can't always control on what's happening. And, if something bad happens and you cannot control it, you should really just turn to yourself for a first couple of pointers, because even if you find flaws with yourself, it's not that bad. You can improve. Everybody can improve. No, I'm not saying that Al Bundy or, I don't know, Jeffrey Dahmer can improve, because those people are just horrible and monsters. Hey, I mean, focus on yourself. Those people were just batshit insane. It's like Charles Manson, like having a man with a funny German cross on his face, carved in, tattooed in. Jesus, that's horrible. But, upbringing takes in a considerable amount of contribution to this, especially with your early childhood. Early childhood defines what you are in the basis. What your parents do to you. Wrong wording. what parents teach you and what parents tell you life is all about. Your mama says don't steal. Gives a little character trait. Going and basically, the fuck was that? Okay, somebody outside just walked by. Sorry. Um, if you set up who you are early in life and know what's about, that's about as great as you can do. I mean, family is important, but so are you. Your personal well-being. If you don't want to talk about something, put the first thought to action and just don't talk about it. I mean, it's your fair right. Do mind that not everything has to be done in one take. Look at movies. Movies take like 52 takes for one scene. And by the end, it's perfection. But that's motion pictures and not life and not yourself. You are a complicated being. You are your own worst enemy and best friend. Because I think you should ought to know what you are in life, what you are to yourself. And from personal experience, it's it can get difficult. It really, really can. Oh Jesus, point of it. That goes that goes along with education. Like, okay, I got it. Sorry. Give me a second. Um, I mean, when you're in school and bringing up, I mean, you meet new faces. That's that's the basic part of life. You meet friends. You meet people that you feel like you're like-minded with. You may find somebody you like, be it a boy, girl, I don't know, pencil sharpener, a car you like, makes you go, it makes your heart go pound faster. But yeah, it's if you don't feel right about yourself, you should experience the feelings, but still keep in the back of the mind that you are still there. That comes especially with bullying. Bullying is pretty bad. If you can't interact with others and they don't want to interact with you in some constructive way, um, fuck them. Really, fuck them. Not not you are a bitch. Not go fuck yourself. Fuck them. Because I mean, maybe it's something you can do, but in oh Jesus, thank you very much. But in most cases, it's them. But and with a little bit of hindsight, I mean, we all know everyone has certain. I don't want to say flaws because flaws is a wrong thing. Flaws is a wrong thing. Um, Characteristics, traits, and we can shape them. We can shape who we are to a certain degree. And childhood and schooling, bringing up, is exactly what that's for. It's about self discovery, it's about who you can be. But that takes time. In America, you're an adult by the age of 21, by law. In Europe, around here, you're 18. You are allowed to buy booze, uh, basically low degree stuff, by 16. In America, it's 21, I think. And it's everything that flows into it. I mean, you pass your life from, what is it? You go to school for about 8 to 10 years. That's unfair, in average. That does include here in Europe apprenticeships, internships, scholarships, going to university, whatever. In America, it's a whole different system. I get that. Everything evolves around it. At the end, you might be someone. You might be a person that you actually accept that you are. But there's always room for improvement and stuff to do, because the human psyche is an absolute boatload of messes and wiring and stuff that practically can go wrong. I mean, it's fair, and I think I'll put it best uh, at some point when I put my views on. I'm not trying to be political here, but when somebody said or asked why I don't care about the conflict in the Ukraine. This is a purely neutral statement from me, and I try to be neutral, but I countered it with a question. Me, as a now 27-year-old Swiss citizen, what do you expect me to do? It's in another country. It's something that has been going on for years at this point, which is a shame. It's an absolute tragedy. But what am I going to do? I have my own stuff to worry about, my own problems to take care of. And I personally believe you, honestly, you have to be honest about yourself. There's things you can do and things you can't do. If you have a problem with substances, you can take care of that. That is not you as a characteristic. That is a straight problem you have. But on the other hand, there's people that need stuff like this, and I'm not talking about needing it because they are actually bad. But if they need it to survive, I mean, if you see it somebody doing actual substance abuse, like I don't want to name anything, but something that you might shoot up or snort, um, there's dispensaries around for people that actually have health problems with that now because they took it too long. But they're still their own person. They might have personal issues that show from time to time. That's the same with people having depressive episodes. I mean, I believe everybody in their life at least has at least one sort of depressive episode, something where you just start to walk into a valley. You cannot get out for shits and giggles. You cannot laugh about it. You cannot do it all the way on your own. But then again, as much as people can help you, you have to be the one that helps yourself. In the end, it's your personal drive. Yes, it's it's not as blank of a coin as it could be. It's difficult. That's why I love talking about this so much. Philosophy and thinking about life, thinking about yourself. That's very important. I mean, you are your own human being, and that's about the greatest magic there is, honestly. The hot take with why you should think about yourself first is that you are yourself's number one. I mean, it is how it is. Who is but yourself? Think about it. You wake up in the morning, you get ready to work. Be it if you live with a spouse, live with a girlfriend, a boyfriend, or I don't know, significant other, with a roomie, your aunt, your uncle, whatever. You get up in the morning, you open your eyes first. Depends if you're a morning person or not, because some people just say, "Look, I don't want to stand up. I just want to go sleeping." And the first few seconds are rough. It reminds me of a skit with American Dad, where Steve calls his dad and is like, what was your childhood like?" And the father and Stang just goes on an absolute rant about how shitty his life is. And yeah, if you have something like that in the morning, yeah, there's room for improvement. Well, you have to see it yourself. You have to work for it. I think I'm talking about the same point for some time now. Not some time, but yeah. I mean, I tried to find something to talk about, and this is something that I think a lot of people could actually need, will need, want to hear from somebody else. I don't know. I'm an idiot, and yeah. I mean, the thing is with your self needs, they come first, and that is an undisputed, absolute, bottom line message. Because when you go come to fundamentals and yourself, this is basically the Maslow pyramid of in German. It's a Bedürfnispyramide. Basically, your needs as a human. You can look at it and think of it as just a nice, funny thing. You got 5 levels in total. You get your bottom twos, your upper twos, and the top one. The bottom two are actually just basic as it is. That's why basic needs: food, water, warmth, and rest, and security and safety. Without those, you cannot function at all. I mean, if you don't have a house, you don't have a place to sleep, your mental health is going to deteriorate pretty fast. You're going to turn to stuff you don't want to do. You gotta, I mean, your body is a temple. And for a temple to actually hold whatever is in it, it needs to be healthy. It needs to be strong. It needs to work properly. The upper two, the psychological needs. And that's where this pyramid, alongside with what I'm saying, is a bit conflicting because it says feeling of accomplishment and prestige, atop of intimate relationships and friends. I'm not kidding, we need that. Some people more than others, but that's person to person. And for once, I don't have a lot of friends IRL. I have like, what is it, 5 or 6. Some relationships work, some relationships just don't. Some relationships evolve into something else. And oftentimes, in my personal experience, I live by the saying, if my friends are happy, I'm happy. Oh, Reed has left. Bye, Reed. Um, I have there's a talk really is also directed at myself because I need to put my stuff above sometimes above other stuff because I mean your friends are very important. Your friends really do appreciate you. If they don't, they're not friends. Fuck them. But there's a balance to it all. And once you get the balance done to I don't know some degree, and then everything gets a little bit easier. You cannot control life. You can't. Really can't. Mama always said, if you step outside the house, a shingle can fall on your head and you're dead. And that's your life. Maybe 18 to 20 years of service under your own noggin, doing what you want to do, doing what you could do. Maybe have 2 girlfriends or so. Have a harem. I don't know. I'm not judging. Really not. Even though it's weird. But yeah. And whatever you do for yourself. That's I mean, not everything, but and at the bottom line, it is for yourself. If you go to a movie with a friend or friends or a wifey, then hey, you're going there to have fun with them, but you're also saying yourself, hey, got this. I feel good going out. I feel good spending time with somebody else because I know I'm most comfortable enough putting my needs aside and just existing, enjoying, drifting through whatever situation I'm on about. I mean, esteem needs and belongingness and love needs. With online culture in general, that is a really expanded topic these days. Think about 50 or 60 years ago with your grandmama or your grandpapa, or even your parents if you're that old, such as myself. You didn't have all things accessible to you in a flick of a finger. You couldn't go on your PC and just type in whatever you wanted to look for. Yes, I'm looking at you, gooners, porn and stuff. Hey, I know it's important, but hey, forget about it for a second. You actually had to dial up somebody, and that comes after finding friends, doing your life, doing whatever you want to do, have school, have education, have free time, or hobbies, and you still find time to say, "Hey, I'm fine enough to go and call up my friends." And you remember it. Some of us do. Go to mama, papa, ask, "Hey, can I go play outside?" Yeah. Can I go over to I don't know Derek's house? Yeah. Call him up. Pick up the phone from the wall and just dial it in. It was simpler back then. There was a lot less hurry to everything. I mean, now you can just go on eBay, order something, and it arrives in 2 to 3 business days, 5 to 7 if it's something international, or a month if you basically live in America and order something from Japan or China. So yeah, that's it's. I mean, putting it in perspective, really. I know I'm rambling more than explaining anything, but hey, this is not the great culmination of the stream. It's just, I don't know, trying to bring some entertainment, trying to bring something you can think about, because entertainment is just as important as education. And this is a topic I try to, I don't know, bring a lot more funny with it, but in the end, with how my mood is right now, I don't think I can bring in any basically a lot of funny go poo poo. Can't bring in that much because hey, it's a serious topic. In the pyramid, going higher, you have the self actualization. That's your self fulfillment, as stated on the right side. Quote unquote, achieving one's full potential, including creative activities. The whole pyramid in itself is not a finite thing. It's like our universe, it's ever expanding, it's ever restructuring itself. I mean, physiological needs, people in the army know about this. Yeah, you have food, water, warmth, and rest, but in a way tinier amount than you have in civilian life. Maybe the food is better, maybe the food is worse. But you're basically sharing a whole room crammed with about 12 dudes, all smelling of sweat and shit and balls and whatever after full days of exercise. That is a whole lot different from what I do when I come home. I come home, I shower, I go to my room and do my stuff. I'm alone, I have my own. I can do whatever I want, and I don't have to watch 11 dudes do something on their own on their bed, basically procrastinate. I mean, it's a whole different thing. Safety and security needs the same thing. Yes, you go to a different country when you grow up, probably, and you do other things. You try to work, and oh god, I think about this. Yeah, you go basically to the other country. You try and work up stuff. You try to do what you can, but it's different. If I were to go to Italy to work, I mean, I wouldn't know where to start. I don't speak Italian. I could go to England, Ireland, Scotland, could live there, but everything changes. Yourself change. The best example is if I don't speak with an accent, I really sound like an absolute idiot. I don't speak with an English accent if I don't try and force it. I sound like an average German, that guy, even though I'm Swiss. There's a difference in it. But everything changes. It's stages of life you go through, and staying true to yourself and think about yourself first, it's not always easy. You listen to your friends. You listen to them at all times. I mean, if it's good friends and you enjoy talking to them, it's really just, you just listen or try to listen. If you don't listen to them, that's just fine as well. But you, as heartless as it sounds, you have to put yourself first at times. If you have a hard time in life and I don't know, are not up to hear something sad, hear something absolutely heartbreaking, you have to, yeah, you have to put yourself first. It's easy as that. Even though it's not easy. When you're working, you come home, and I have the situation that I'm sitting at the dinner table. I've told my praying mother several times, when I come home and I sit at the dinner table, I want to hear my family. I want to hear my mom. I want to hear my pa. I don't want to hear anything about work. Yes, if it's 2 or 3 sentences, hey, that's fair. That's more than enough. But if the whole dinner table evolves around her work and what she's done during the day and how this woman's a bitch and how this woman's a bitch and how this colleague is difficult, I have to control myself. Because 1 or 2 times I actually said, hey, I respect that, but can we please just enjoy each other's presence? And in that moment, when your family member says, she's just as fair to she's just as fair to share what she's experienced during the day. I mean, that's fair, but not if it makes somebody at the table feel, I don't know, disconnected, bad, maybe even questioning himself if he is a good son or not. I mean, that's about way overthinking it. I get it fully. That's totally overthinking it. But you can't look in the head of somebody else's. But yeah, you can't be considered at all times. You can't. You have to accept what it is. Take deep breaths and take time for yourself. Think about it. The thing is with living, it's always a roller coaster. And as you're getting older, as you're finding out who you are, who you want to be, there's always a next chapter. There's always something for you to do. There's always something for yourself to discover. Yourself. I've talked about this with somebody quite recently, where you have to discover yourself each and every single time again. And that is caring about yourself. You yourself are important. If you aren't happy, you aren't happy. It's not easy. It's not easily done. Everybody is different. Why the heck do you think we are about 8 billion people on the planet? Or 8 Milliarden, if we want to do it in proper counting, because some Americans, I like the measurements. I like them really a lot. Everybody has facets to themselves. Everybody has some stuff to do. Everybody has their own little baggage. And that's great. Life is good. Life can be good. You can be good to yourself. You can do that. You can actually experience whatever you want. But you have to kick yourself in the ass sometimes. That's like going to the gym. I started working out in September. I like it. I love it. Leg day forever. And before that, I've been partnering this thing for so long. I'm actually throwing up. That's took me long to think about it. But when it's something you can do for yourself and that improves your health, I mean, it did for me. I'm not a bit tubby anymore. It's good. You have to dare. You have to dare yourself. Oh, somebody watching again. Cool. And even having people to talk to and be open about yourself. That I don't know. Yeah, I think yeah, that's what it is. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your friends, but believe in yourself first. And that comes from somebody that overthinks stuff way too much. I do at work. If I come into a situation where something pisses me off so much, I'm a mechanic. If I'm at the car and something absolutely pisses me off, I'm trying to get a water pump off, but I don't get to one screw or the screw breaks. It's you have to let it out. You have to let out your emotions. You have to let out who you are. You don't have to neuter yourself about anything. I mean, yes, that is in perspective, because not everything is accepted by society. Not everything is right from certain perspectives. Not everything is okay when you talk to different people. You know, that's it's quite difficult to talk about that. But yeah, I think I've ranted on long enough. I I don't know if it helped. Hopefully it did, because this topic is just it's so expansive. I mean, it's weird. I can't talk like this for 2 hours. So I think, yeah, oats. I think that's it. I don't know.
I I appreciate you coming in.
What?
I appreciate you coming in.
Do you mind? I was quite busy this week. This is not an excuse, but I tried to think about how I should approach the subject because it's not even a hot take at this point. It's not. The hot take is it's an opinion that some share, some don't share.
Some people decide to be like a starving baker. They
Yes,
don't take care of themselves before they try to care for others,
yes,
and then they pound themselves into the dirt.
exactly. It's people. I mean, I love my friends. I love all of them. Some more than others because I spend more time with them, but that's everybody. That's everybody has their favorites and their the ones they wish they could talk to more, but aren't able to, or there's no possibility because of time zones, work constraints, whatever. But yeah, the bottom line is care about yourself first. It's like on airplanes, but inverted. I know actually it is on airplanes because put on the mask yourself before you help others. It's simple as that. Your own personal sanity is much more important than you helping out a friend or trying to be with them. If you feel like you can help them, do that, please. We friends need to be there for each other. Really. There's nothing more a human needs than socializing. Yes, there's people that have trouble with it. There's people that like to be an introvert. And that is totally fair. It really should be in perspective because if it feels right, it is right. And you have to ask yourself what feels right, what feels wrong. Because the social norm in general is just, yeah, I said we are idealing people. It's not possible. But yeah, I think I'm done. Didn't bring in as much Europeans as I thought I would.
Yeah. Uh, Monk stayed with us for a very long time today. I know that much. He's a Dane.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So he's been here since yesterday.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So how are you holding up?
Uh, I've been loopy for the last 5 hours.
Hmm.
My brain. So do you know how CPUs have multiple threads to help them with multitasking? I'm like
Again, sorry.
one of those first gen one thread CPUs right now. I can't think of
Oh
multiple
wow.
things.
Look, you made the stream happen.
Yeah.
That is quite a commitment. I don't know how many viewers you actually had as a how could you say as a baseline.
Let's just check. I mean, this specific broadcast for the second half has 100 unique people, and then let me look at the unique viewership on the other half. Which I mean, I should really just count the first half. That's 360 people on the first half, as right now, and that's just in the span that I've still been live and awake.
Hmm.
And we got back into a deep subject after starting with particle physics. So you know what?
It's an up and a down.
I don't know. I think it comes back to full circle. It's something that's more important beyond just the dinosaur women fan fiction.
Yeah. So yeah,
We
I'm
both
gonna.
kind of are just like, do we understand our place in the universe? Uh, One through mathematics, and the other through like, do we understand the emotional value of ourself in the universe?
Yeah. I mean, hopefully we can. I mean, if we understand it, that's about peak what we can do, because it's really difficult.
Yeah.
That's why I say well, that's why I said philosophy. So it's really giving and taking. Hmm.
Yep.
So I'll close the stream on my end. Yeah.
In
Should have
4
probably.
minutes, it'll be 20 hours.
Yeah.
And you know,
I'll.
I might cut short from 24 by a little bit and just get some sleep.
Yeah, do that,
Because
please.
I'm doing going to my mom's house for her birthday dinner to take her out to dinner
Oh.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
Today,
get some sleep, man.
whenever.
Yeah, that's probably more important.
Yeah. I forgot until 2 days ago.
Oopsies.
And scheduling is difficult. Man.
I believe that.
But I heavily appreciate everybody who tuned in. Anybody who is playing the game, I believe the code word is English tap water is very healthy, is what he chose.
Oh, scheiße. I forgot that. Oh, fuck. Yeah, English tap water is very healthy. I completely forgot that. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Oh, no.
Oh, shit, Doug. Anyway, anybody who's playing the game, you have until Monday to get me the answers. In which case, I'm shutting it down. All you people of Devlog, Humanoto's server, or Snoot Club. Or if
Molest
I type it in the
oats.
Spanish
Molest
Wani
oats.
server I guess. Howdy. No hable español.
Give me a second, Google. Till when do they have time? Till when?
Oh, until Monday.
Monday, date, time. Time zone, please.
I'm gonna go noon CST so that they have at least a full day to look for it from when this goes down.
Españoles, los code words deben tragarse antes del lunes el mediodía. Hora central. Oh, shit. I'm on my leg.
Man. I appreciate you, Jam. You've been here with me this entire time, suffering.
That's right, baby.
I don't know how you pulled an all-nighter last night, too.
Late work.
Do you want to go for the clinically insane hours? One more day?
Yeah.
You better fucking not. You better go to bed after this.
I want to start seeing shit.
You better go to fucking sleep, man.
Yeah.
But
Probably.
yeah, I appreciate you all. Next time I do this, it will not be 24 hours. It won't be a whole day.
Yeah, this was kind of retarded.
I think the sweet spot is probably at 12. But hey, I think I did a successful endurance stream.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll just fucking say it and go and see Space Cowboys.
Have a good night.